Hi angels, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a day in my online school life. So I know because of this pandemic we are forced to work from home. So let's just get started with my day. So I open the windows, turn off my fan if the night was hot, go to the bathroom, wash my face and my teeth because of all the oils from the night before. And then after that I kind of go back into my room and either listen to an audiobook. I'm listening to Before by Anna Todd. It's the 5th book in the After series, or I watch YouTube videos. So let's take this time for some self-promo. Okay. So basically this video was my last video on how to have like a neat workspace and desk. Obviously I watch other things other than my own videos. I watch a lot of different things, but you guys should go like that video. I will link it in the eye. So yeah. Then I turn on my diffuser and I'm using lavender right now. I personally feel like it just smells so good and it relaxes my brain so that I can start working on schoolwork. So the very first thing I do is I check emails or respond to emails, basically whatever comes to mind, because you know your teachers are constantly emailing you about things to do. After that, I go into the app that we use for school. I'm using Canvas, if you guys are wondering. And I go into every single class and I check what I need to do, because I like to order things from the longest to the shortest. And that is because, you know, you just need to find a system that works for you in online school. Because like if you're a morning person, then you want to be able to, you know, work at home, like in the morning. But if you're a night person, you can also do your work at night. So it just kind of depends on like your preferences. But I personally feel like if I do longer tasks first, then I can accomplish things quicker. So that's basically what I'm doing, is I'm looking through my math work, social studies work, and then I did ELA and then science, and noticed that there was a couple things that were locked because my teachers like to create things before they're actually there, and then I do that. So usually I start off with social studies because that's where the most work comes from. So we did a brain pop, and it was one of those like Tim and Moby ones, and then I just answered like the quiz. After that I went to ELA and looked at what I was supposed to do for the day, which was like this teacher appreciation. So this is teacher appreciation week, so you guys should take some time and basically just email a teacher, write a letter or something. So I decided to email my 3rd grade teacher. I loved her. She ended up answering back also. So during a teacher's appreciation week, even though by the time this is up, you guys, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be Mother's Day. So you guys should always be like appreciative of your teachers and stuff, especially now during this pandemic. They're like struggling just as much as you are, because this is new for everyone. So that's why I feel like this teachers appreciation week, you should really just take some time and tell them thank you, because it like means the world to them. Also, since it's Mother's Day, when I upload this, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Make sure you guys are just, you know, saying happy Mother's Day to the mothers and just really appreciating them. So I just kind of took some time and emailed that teacher. Obviously I wanted to make a good impression and sound like professional, so I just took a while to email her. So that's why you can see that I, you know, was typing and then like looking up things to say, not to say, but like how to spell like different names and stuff like that. After finishing emailing, I decided to do math. So I did like this theorem. It starts with a P. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's fine. So we had to do like this exit ticket that was two questions basically, and then we had to watch like this slideshow kind of thing where you just press next and then it shows you what you're supposed to do. So you can see me like trying to work out all of it. The theorem is like a triangle, so you're supposed to do a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And that's basically the theorem. If you know, I'm just telling you, you know. So basically what you're trying to do is take the two sides and then you take the squared and you multiply it. So let's say you have 9, so you take 9 times 9, which would be 81, and then if you have like one side that's 10, you'd do 10 times 10, which is 100, and then you'd add the two together, and that would be 181, and then you take the square root of that, and then you'd find C. So that's basically it. So I did that. It took me, there's only 2 questions, so I actually did 3 because I messed up on one of them because I forgot to add a 0, and I was like, wait, I thought I added the 0, but I didn't, so I just redid it. But yeah, so obviously every single day it kind of changes on the order, but most likely I start off with social studies and then math because those are the first 2 teachers to upload things on Canvas. And then ELA, she uploads things on Tuesdays because I don't have school on Mondays. Forgot to mention that. But she basically, my ELA teacher posts stuff on Tuesday, like at, I would say 9:30, and then the whole week you have like the whole week to do all of the projects that she says to do. Social studies, I already said that. I meant science. For science, she waits until like 9:30 to 10 to upload things, so I don't really know what. It's kind of a surprise. So I kind of like wake up early, and then I'm like listening to my audiobook. So yeah, and then after that I will do different things. So here's me doing my science work. We had to do like this card sort, and you would like look at different animal behaviors, and we would basically just, we had like a recording sheet, and we'd be like card 1, 2, 3 were like environmental changes, or card 5, 6, and 30 or whatever, because we had 30 cards to do. So that's basically what we did for science. So while I was doing the card sort, I went through the notes that we did yesterday. So it was like specific animals' reproductive behaviors, and then just kind of looked through the notes and did the card sorts, and then looked back and forth, and it really helped. And my teacher was like, yeah, you can use your notes from yesterday. So that was what I was going back and forth towards. After finishing the card sort, I just submitted the file. Obviously, for all of my other ones, I submitted them. I like to do my work in advance also, so if there's like a time where I could do my work, I like to do it advanced so that like on Fridays I have less work to do, so then I have more free time. So then for Avid, we did, since it is Teacher Appreciation Week, we did a thank you note. And then after that, I took my dog out and went for a walk and exercise. This was around 10 a.m. And I've been doing the Chloe theme challenge. I like to take breaks because it's really, really good for you to just relax your mind. And then after that, I finished like this orchestra thing, ate breakfast, and came back and did one of my playing tests that I had to do. So I play the violin, if you didn't know. Now you know. I really like the violin. But yeah, so after my walk and exercise, I basically just, do any work left over. Like to fill out my planner after all of that. And then after I fill out my planner, I basically have the rest of the day to do whatever I want or do chores. So that's basically the end of my day. So that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying home during this pandemic. Also, make sure you're doing some teacher appreciation and just taking time to appreciate your surroundings and people around you, and focusing on yourself and your family, because this is the time to do that. So again, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so that you'll be part of the Angels team, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.